I have no problem with this list except for Eminem. So, with this episode, I'm going to show you why Eminem is not supposed to be on the Mount Rushmore of the 2000s.
Pay me no mind, Vegas was everything I guessed it was. Left Detroit, nobody was there to ever invest in us.
My name is Reed. I am failed rapper, and I saw this on Spotify's Rap Caviar 2000s Mount Rushmore situation. And here you have Wayne, you have Kanye, you have Jay-Z, and you have Eminem. I have no problem with this list except for Eminem. So with this episode, I'm going to show you why Eminem is not supposed to be on the Mount Rushmore of the 2000s. But my four factors to be top 5 dead or alive, or to be on a Mount Rushmore of an era: lyrical talent with your bodies of work, impact with their music. And what I mean by impact, like what are your what did the album do, like, for the listeners? What impact did it have? Like, do you have some anthems there? You got some hood anthems, you got some street anthems, you got just countrywide anthems. Like, what do you have? What are these songs? Then impact on the music industry with their music, whether in that time period or all around just their entire career. So if we were talking about a top 5, then it would be their impact from their entire longevity of their career. But for a Mount Rushmore of an era, we'll just take from the 2000s, from 2000 to 2010. What impact, if you took them out, what would that affect? Consistency and longevity. Those are self-explanatory. So with those 4 things, let's get into who are there. I have no problem with Wayne. I have no problem with Jay. I'm going to talk about Kanye because that would be the one of the quote unquote one of the debaters. Honestly, it's not, but he would be third, right? So if we have him there at 3, let's look at him so we can show why Eminem shouldn't be 4 and who we can put in 4. And I'll tell you my personal pick for number 4 as soon as we get to him. So with Kanye West started in 2004. I mean, he started in 2003, but he dropped College Dropout 2004. Went 4 times platinum. It charted number 1 with R&B, charted number 2 in the US, charted number 5 in US rap. The singles from that time period, from 2004, has so many singles, he has his own page. So Through the Wire, All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, Diamonds, New Workout Plan, Diamonds, yes, Gold, So like if we're going from 2003, so Through the Wire, All Falls Down. Those are the 2 from his first album. Jesus Walks came out as well, but a year later, New Workout Plan. So those are the singles from and Diamonds came from Late Registration. So the cutoff would be Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, Through the Wire. Those are the ones, right? So consistency. So we already got the factors of, his bodies of work. His bodies of work are self-explanatory with Kanye. He is a musical wonder. So College Dropout, so 2004, College Dropout, 2005, Late Registration. Took 2 years off, graduation came. Then he dropped 808s and Heartbreaks. And to this day, 808s and Heartbreaks has had one of the biggest impacts on the hip-hop industry since then. People are still jocking that 808s and Heartbreak sound. Still. So it's not even negotiable for Kanye to be in the 2000s as the Mount Rushmore. Now let's look at Eminem. Eminem drops Marshall Mathers LP in 2000, right? Stupid numbers. We got that. Stupid numbers. Eminem Show, stupid numbers. Honestly, his best album, in my opinion, and my favorite album, is the Eminem Show. Now, takes 2 years off. He drops Encore. Encore wasn't that good. Wasn't that good. Takes 5 years off. Drops another project in 2009. And what we see here is we're hitting that consistency part. Taking 5 years off, that's literally half of the decade. So how can Eminem be number 4 if he took 5 years off? Now, let's look at his singles from that time period. So you got The Real Slim Shady, you know, his basically coming out party. Well, My Name Is was his coming out party, but The Real Slim Shady really took him to another level, right? You know, then you got The Way I Am, and then you got Stan, right? Then we go to 2001. You know, you got Without Me, that came out in 2002, Clean Out My Closet, Lose Yourself. Lose Yourself, in my opinion, is his best song. Literally, it's his best song. It is his anthem. But other than that, if we were to go through his songs, 2002 was the peak of Eminem with Lose Yourself. Stan would be his second biggest, like, I won't say biggest, but his second song that's like, well, everybody plays this song, right? Clean Out My Closet, of course, but like, Lose Yourself is his one, right? Like, when you, that's not necessarily the song that you, well, you know what? Yeah, honestly, I think most people that are hip hop heads and outside of being hip hop heads would say Lose Yourself would be, you know, the song that comes to mind when you think of Eminem. So you got Sing for the Moment, you know, then let me see, then they did some shit with you know, Tupac. That was a mess. Then you got then, you know, it came up with Encore, Toy Soldiers, Mockingbird, Ass Like That, No. You know, then you got Curtain Call, you know, When I'm Gone, because, you know, he basically was out of the picture at this point. You know, he had Shake That, and then, you know, then he came out with the re-up. Then Crack a Bottle came when he was back on the scene in 2009. So we're looking at a time period of when he kind of was just, he had a song here and there to stay relevant, but he wasn't knocking shit out the park. No, sir. No fucking way. So my pick for number 4 is 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Let's do it. So 50 Cent comes on the scene 2003. Classic album. Literally, classic album. Get Rich or Die Trying. When you hear that quarter spin on that table and come to a stop, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. So this is where that bodies of work come in. If we start comparing the bodies of work of Eminem to 50 Cent, not comparable. From impact, not sales, not just sales, because sales-wise, yeah, Eminem is the biggest selling rapper of all time. But that's because the machine has always been behind Eminem. So how can you fail? Impact. Get Rich or Die Trying had everyone trying to get muscles, wear tank tops, in the do-rag tied with in the back with the knot, or wearing the do-rag with 2 different colors, or the do-rag with a headband. That was 50 Cent. 50 Cent had the grandmother saying G-Unit. 50 Cent run from 2003 to 2000 and I want to say 6, 7 is undeniable. Can't forget the mixtapes that he had with his group G-Unit. So the impact, if you take 50 out, there's no G-Unit. There's no Game. Now, people will say, well, without Eminem, there would be no 50 Cent. And that's just wrong. That's just wrong. When 50 was hot, he was hot. He could go anywhere. Joe Budden touched on this.
You all on the album proving your self-worth, taking credit for 50 Cent's arrival. Newsflash, megastar, man. You didn't choose him. He chose you. 50 Cent could have signed with any nigga in the fucking universe. I was on Desert Storm. They sent him a contract. Well, not one, but I was around. I was on Def Jam. Universal. They sent him a contract. Everybody with ears sent 50 Cent a contract. Know what Joe thinks? Know what Joe thinks? I ain't really hear you with him until he was hot already.
So a lot of people take credit away from that. Like, you try to make it seem like Eminem was the production behind these albums when it was Dr. Dre. And the success outside of music was Chris Lighty. That's why he took it so hard when Chris Lighty died. That's a lot of violator management. That's a lot of aftermath. Yes, he was signed to Shady, but he wasn't discovered by Shady. He was already popping. He didn't find this unknown artist in New York City. No, this nigga already was causing a ruckus with How to Rob and shit like that. So you like, people give a lot of credit to other folk when they don't necessarily know what the fuck is going on. So let's go to the singles. Let's go to the singles. So like I said, How to Rob, that's 99. Like, you know, he had Power of the Dollar. So now you got Wanksta, right? You got In the Club. In the Club is out of here. It's out of here. You know, you got 21 Questions, PIMP, Disco Inferno, If I Can't, Candy Shop. Look, these right here, In the Club, 21 Questions, PIMP, Wanksta, like, literally, those are still songs that get played to this day. In the Club, PIMP, 21 Questions, can still get played. They still get airplay. You know, you got Candy Shop. You know, that's when he started to do a little bit of, you know, you got there's different songs here. You know, you got Hate It or Love It. You know, but then we're starting to talk. You know, the features that he was on. Like, we're like, what are we talking about right now? Let's go into the features. Like, cause now we're, you know, if we go, yeah. So let's keep it here from 2009. So let's look at the features of Eminem. So he's got Smack That in 2006. And you know, he's got Forgot About Dre in 2000. Then he's got Forever in 2009. Big song. But you know who else is on that song? Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and this is like Drake's coming out party. You know, he's on fire at this point. He's getting ready to drop some crazy shit. But this was literally welcoming Eminem back into the sector of music. He was gone. So Smack That came out, right? So if we comparing songs, we gonna compare Smack That to what? To what? I dislike that a lot of people will put Eminem in these conversations that he's not supposed to be in. I don't think Eminem is top 5 dead or alive. Not even. I feel like a lot of rappers say that shit to save face. But honestly, if we look at his bodies of work and what the fuck Eminem's talking about, he's not talking about nothing. That's why in the later part of his career, his music has not aged well. Besides white people and shit like that, like, this music is not getting played like that. That's the machine. That's the fucking machine at work. So other honorable mentions, other people that you could be like, yo, they could, I would put them over M. I wouldn't put them over 50. But we can go Jeezy. We can go Jeezy. The South should get more respect. And I understand why people from the South be like, you know what, fuck you New York niggas and all of this shit. Because look at this. Look at this. Look. He came out in 2005, 2006, 2008, right? But he had a run with mixtapes. Let's not get it fucked up. And, you know, he also had a collaborative album, Boys in the Hood, right? So, but look, from 2004 to 2009, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mixtapes, along with what, 3, 4 albums? Yeah, 3 albums. It's got some big songs in there too. You know, we got Soul Survivor. Look. I Love It. Go Get a Drink. Like, I mean, look, Put On with fucking Kanye West. 2008, My President. Like, that was a big song. I remember that. President was a huge song. Obama, that was a hood anthem. That was a big song. Eminem doesn't have big songs in hip hop that translate through all cultures of people. It just doesn't. Besides Lose Yourself, like, that's it. But there's a lot of songs by a lot of other artists that are in here. I mean, look at T.I. Look at T.I.'s discography. T.I. came out in, Rubber Band Man came out in 2003. So we'll go from 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008. And in that time period, the songs that he dropped, I mean, he had some mixtapes in there as well. So, but the songs that he dropped, you know, you got Rubber Band Man, you know, you got Let's Get Away. Yeah, I remember this song, Hey, Let's Get Away. Yeah. That with Jazzy Faye. Then he had Bring 'Em Out. That song was crazy. You Don't Know Me, ASAP. Like, he was on a run 2005 to 2006. He was literally on a run. 2007, Big Shit Poppin'. You know, Whatever You Like. Then it started to go a little, downward. But it's like, Live Your Life, Dead and Gone. These are big songs. These are big fucking songs. I remember these songs getting played out of the wazoo. Crazy songs. But for some reason, and this is all while Eminem's not on the board for real. These are people that are dropping heat. That's just T.I. No, let's look at another Southern rapper. Let's look at Ludacris. 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2008. Consistency, longevity. He was consistent. And look, let's look at the singles. He has some mixtapes in there as well. But let's look at the singles. What's Your Fantasy? Fatty Girl. Area Codes with Nate Dogg. These are songs that people played like a motherfucker. They were very trendy. Ludacris doesn't get enough respect. He got hits. And he's got some cultural hits. Eminem, not so much. People look at the numbers and say, oh, he went diamond and all of this shit. So, and all of that. And be like, oh, he can rhyme words together and real fast and nice. But what is he talking about? See, I wish I could play every song side to side so we can like do that, but YouTube would take the shit down. But people that know the discographies, they know what the fuck is going on. Let's continue. Let's go down here and look at this. Look, 2003, Act a Fool, Stand Up, 2004. You had Splash, Waterfalls, Diamond in the Back Block, Get Back. Then number one spot Potion, Pimpin' All Over the World, 2005. Georgia, he had Moneymaker. He also had Yeah. He had Yeah in there somewhere. He had Lovers and Friends. Big songs. Very big fucking songs. Hold on, because we're going to get to him. Yeah, as a feature artist, yeah, he's got a song with Missy Elliott. Let me see, what else? Where the big crazy? Yeah, you got Yeah. That's 2004. That's right when Eminem took a step out of music and had Smack That on the radio. Little catchy little tune, but it wasn't no crazy ass fucking song. Yeah, went nuts. Yeah, went fucking nuts. Oh, with Sierra. Come on, man. Unpredictable with Jamie Foxx. Amorous with Fergie. Come on, dude. Come on. Hey, Ludacris need to get more fucking respect. Would I put him over 50? No. Because even with his bodies of work, his impact on music with his bodies of work is nowhere near 50's. Y'all have to understand that 50 with, like, he literally had a West Coast artist that he wrote for out there doing it big. All under one thing. He was running around saying G-Unit. Then they had a beef. They had a big beef. 50 was all over the place. He had a beef with Kanye West, quote unquote a beef, but it was just with the numbers. Looking at the numbers. Hey, I'm gonna drop an album that's gonna do this against Kanye. Let's see who wins by the numbers. That was 50. Nobody else was doing that. And still to this day, no one's doing that. I mean, the game has changed drastically, but you started to see behind the curtain. Once 50 did that, shit was kind of gonna go down south from there. But the way that music was sounding and what people were talking about at the time period was changing drastically. And even then, he still dropped I Get Money. That was a big song. Or did we forget? Tell me what other... Look, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. How about this? Leave your debate on why Eminem should be in the Mt Rushmore of the 2000s in the comment section below. Or make a response video. We can go back and forth. We can do that. But in my opinion, Eminem does not deserve to be in the top of the Mount Rushmore for the 2000s. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.